Y'all doing? If you like reseller content, toy content, like, subscribe, comment below. We got 2 board games we're gonna part out, and a bag of the Marvel mashups. And hoping for something good in this bag. And we know we're getting out of the other 2, so we'll dig into those. First up, we got Clue. These have been going pretty good. Mostly, not so much the cards, but the tokens have been going all right. So just been careful about. By the way, you can tell how old something is based on the haircuts and clothing on the back. So you know this is like late 80s, early 90s. But yeah, 92. So yeah, not so much the cards, but the weapons. And because you don't have quite as much value in these, you got to be a little careful. The board's actually like immaculate for the age. This must not have really been played at all. Of course, good, because that means it's more than likely you're going to have everything in it. So we got... Let's see... Okay, hot sauce out of the way. We have 1 red die. Well, we've only got 6 weapons. Or 5 weapons, rather, so hopefully the 6th one's in here. What are we missing? The pipe? You're missing... Yep, there we go. I mean, the pipe is really little and weird. The bent pipe. So, I don't bother with these. You know, they're always used. They sit around, don't really have any value, and this isn't really a collector's type of game anyways. That's all there is to it. Is this is 1 lot generally, and then I'll do tokens and cards and the envelope as another one. So we're looking for 6 weapons, 6 people, and I think 9 rooms. Alright, so we got... These are in really good shape. We got our 6 people, we got our 6 weapons, and we got our... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are we missing one, or am I wrong? It's possible I'm wrong about this. I thought it was 9 rooms. Just dig through the paperwork real quick. Yeah, so I am missing a card. And this is kind of, yeah, when you do this, when you're buying something for parts, you're assuming a bit of risk. You could have absolutely nothing in the box. I bought one on video not long ago, Monopoly, that had basically nothing in it. You know, if you were to do this full time, which eventually, you know, once I retire, this is going to be my full-time side hustle, I would keep these just in case I ran into another one and I could complete a set. But that would take you a lot of room. And the profit really isn't there, but if it's all you're doing, you might as well. So, what I may do, being as I have the 6 pawns, the 6 weapons, is just do this as a lot. Something a little different, and see how it goes. Generally the weapons you get like 9 or 10, so I might be able to get 12, I'm guessing. So we're just gonna put that out there. I'm just gonna assume I'm doing a 12. That gets us there, so we almost paid off everything. Now let's dig into the Monopoly. Alright, so we got a Monopoly, a newer one, which has the gold bag, which is a desirable piece. And when I'm doing this in the store, first of all, this one was a bit expensive. It was $5, half price, $2.50. I try to spend under $3. So when you're doing this, you're trying to figure out what's in here. If you go by weight, you can also shake it a bit, and if the tokens are in there, you can usually hear them clack together. much as I shook this, I can't hear the tokens. I put it back, and then I thought about it, and like, you know what, I'll just go for it because the money covers the rest of it. At worst, it's a wash. I get my hotels and houses out of it. And it could be that they're just bundled up so tight I can't hear them. But people sometimes do, you know, for whatever reason, they drop the stuff off at a thrift shop and they keep parts of it. Like, kind of doing everybody a disservice. Somebody bought this to play it and get it home, they're going to be kind of pissed off. You didn't really do anybody a solid. So, the game board. Of course, doing this for the game itself. This is, I can already tell it's missing stuff. It's missing the money tray, for instance. Alright, so the money is... That's not a lot of money. That's weirdly proportionate. I don't think that's all the money. We'll weigh it. Money is 3.1. 2.9. So this is missing money. Now, since I do this a lot, I have a bag of extra money where I felt there's too much money at times. So I skim it off of lots. So I might be able to beef this up a little bit. We have 2 tokens. One of them the money bag, and one of them the car. This is really, really stupid. Oh, never mind. So all the tokens were bundled up in here except 2. So, chance community chest, these cards, these, you don't need those. This is trash. The hotels, houses, and our tokens, and that slightly light pack of money. Could be that, you know, the reason people buy parts for these is because they inadvertently ruin them. It's a family game, you're sitting there, you're drinking soda, you're eating pizza, somebody knocks a cup over, it wipes out parts of the game, and it's cheaper just to buy them online than to place the game. So, we've got, should be 11 tokens in this one, and we got all of them. The traditional 10 plus the money bag. So this is one of the more desirable lots. I think I could get 11 for it. And then our money, I'm going to say it's fine. I might just add a couple bills to it. The dice are meaningless. Then we got hotels and houses. That's going to be like, I have a running lot. And I just keep adding to the hotels and houses, so it's a larger quantity for the same money. So I can add 4 houses and 1 hotel to that running lot. But we got this, that's 11, 7. And then I don't really count this because I don't really sell it. I'm just making the lots more desirable, so eventually I'm going to move them more often than I do. But I honestly sell maybe like 2 a year. But it's just a byproduct, doesn't really matter. So 11, 7, 18, 2 shippings. There we go. All right, let's get on to the actual prize, which was the mashups. All right. So another note on Monopoly. It was a good thing I bought that. I didn't realize I sold all of my money. I sell a lot of it. And yeah, I flat out didn't have any. So I pulled up my old listing to relist off of that, because otherwise you have to redo the whole thing, and that's kind of a pain. So I'll have to go hunt for some more cheap money tomorrow. But these are Marvel mashups. There's also Transformers mashups. And I think WWE does these too. So, in the past, what I've learned is I've done these as lots, and I've done these as figures. And the figures, if you have them complete, do sell better than the lots, despite that you're going to get more stuff. So, I hope we can build our guys here. That's not a mashup, that's just a Batman. Okay. So we got some kind of Batman. 2018. Nothing special about him. He's one of the lower grade ones. You can just tell by feel. He doesn't have a ton of articulation. His elbows don't even bend, which is really unusual. Unless there's something broken. Arm doesn't even look right. I don't know. It looks like it should bend and it doesn't. And I'm afraid I'm going to snap it. The knee bends. But yeah, it's just very, very, very stiff elbow. Which I'm guessing means it wasn't played with much, but it's really a lower grade one. Yeah, but Naginata, I don't know what this goes to. There's really not a lot of superheroes that use this kind of thing. That actually might be a Batman thing, because he's a ninja. This, I don't recognize either. This looks like Battle Beast, but it's too big. A Superman, not a mashup either. Missing his cape. I don't even see it here. This one has articulation. It's a nicer one. You can tell a mid or low grade figure from a higher end one by ankle articulation and chest articulation. That is a defining feature. But he's missing his cape. So that's a problem unless it is in here somewhere. We got Captain America shield. We have Black Panther's head and his hand. Could be his boot. Got most of Captain America. Let's Black Panther mixed in. Another foot. Don't move very well. I mean, you know, it's a cool idea. It's just they're not articulated well because they rip apart. I'm assuming if you had an articulated joint in these, it would be pretty easy to break it because you are pulling on it all the time. You got Black Panthers or so. These do look pretty fun though. Just for the novelty. And they got these like things on the outside so you'd fit different items to them. I don't know if this is... Yeah, that fits really well. So this probably goes into his back. If this goes to somebody, it would maybe be Black Panther, but I don't know. It's an oriental weapon. It doesn't make a lot of sense to have him have it, but yeah, Iron Man. There's Cap's head and leg. So if I can get full figures out of this, I'm going to make more money. And accessories, of course, are very important. So we've got snapping his arm off. There, we got one Captain America with shield. Got an Iron Man. Got Hulk. I believe I have another bulk set of these. Now this is a thing where if I were missing pieces, if I were fairly sure I had it, I might augment that bulk set. If nobody really looked at it. Looks like I'm gonna have everything. Oh, maybe not. I might be missing a thigh. Oh, I see the thigh. Okay. That's good. This was taken care of. These don't seem like they're played with much. Could be that, you know, sometimes you get a lot of stuff and it's... somebody missed the mark on a birthday or a Christmas gift. You know, they gave it to like a 14-year-old boy, not realizing that he really wasn't into this kind of thing anymore. So they pass it on. Don't ever really do anything with it. Where'd that go to? It looks like it's supposed to be water. It could be Iron Man. Could just be like a kind of weird energy beam. And one thigh for Black Cat. I feel like this is going to go to Black Cat because like everybody seems to have something. You gotta package them with it. But we can also look it up, figure out what they're supposed to have. So we got Black Cat anyways. I'm guessing these are Iron Man thighs. Yeah, so that blast, the palm has a blue ring, so that makes sense. So we got an entire Iron Man. I feel like Thanos is going to be the money here, because he's a wildly popular villain. And you gotta have somebody to beat up. Like the first big commercial action figures outside of like G.I. Joe and shit were WWE. And they kind of broke into this market with the wrestling figures. And the story goes that it was actually, you know, Hulk Hogan made the most money because he always does, but the Iron Sheik was like number 2 because you had to buy somebody for the good guy wrestler to beat up, and they didn't sell as many bad guy wrestlers. What is this? I think it would be a hammer. I thought it would kind of go to him, but I really don't know. We got... he had that like weird blade in the movie. I don't think that's necessarily from the comics. I bet this goes to Hulk, like he ripped it off of something. And then this to him and this to him would be my guess. But we'll look up these mashups and make sure we have the right attachments and see what we can get for them. Alright, so of course if you're trying to figure out if you got everything, the best thing to do is find one still in the box. So it's a 2020. And this looks identical. It says 2015 on the listing, but I mean, they did not change it at all, if that is the case. Even the ports are the same color. And it doesn't come with anything, so that Naginata does not go to him. Also, he's selling this for $80, which seems a bit out of touch, but hey, you go, dude. But I like what I'm seeing as far as asking prices, so these could be good. I just want to make sure we have complete stuff before I start pricing. Well, this is perfect, and it explains a lot. So there was a pack sold that had these 5 guys in it. explains where they all came from. You can see Hulk's got that, like, girder club. Thanos has this wonky sword. And it doesn't show Black Panther having anything in his hand, but I have to assume that this goes to him. Because then he'd be the only guy without an accessory. And also, this listing has the same 5 guys, and it has the 2 weapons down here. So we have this set complete. Now, our question here with these ones, and I'll get to the DC stuff in a minute here, is do I sell them individually or do I sell them in this set? We're going to have advantages and disadvantages to both. So we have complete sets with accessories. The guys are complete and the accessories complete. This one's like kind of hiding the fact that they're missing a thigh. Put one of them in front. So a lot of 5 mashers. This guy's going 40. Now, the search criteria is Thanos, but if you're going to list them, that does make sense. Same set here for 80. I don't know what this retailed for 4 years ago, but I'm really thinking 80 bucks was not it. In the box, obviously you're going to be able to push at a premium. So we're just going to go off of this. So we have 31 for sale, 7 sold. This is the same set plus a bunch of stuff. Then we got complete lot of just 3 of the guys without accessories. That went for 30. 25 here. And this is not complete. So they're not really selling, but I think I'm going to do it as a lot just because it makes my life easier. And because I have Thanos in here, and you're seeing that Thanos himself singularly did not sell. So I think I'm just going to follow this guy that did them without accessories for 25. Because that'll be the cheapest by far. I paid $4 for the bag. So they are kind of heavy, but I'll end up probably about there. Finally, we got these 2. I don't have high hopes for the Batman. The higher end Superman, he could be something. I just wish there was a year on him. So let's punch in Superman, see what we can get here. That's Series 8. Now this is typically an Imaginext numbering sequence. So I'm not quite sure why it would be Series 8. You can also try putting in the code on the back. M1080. 2008 DC Classic 75-year anniversary. That looks right. Let's see if he has chest articulation. He does. But we don't got the cape, which was obviously very prominent in this. We don't have it because it doesn't look like it attaches well, honestly. It just drapes. Doesn't hook to anything. There's no peg in the back. So now we know 75 years. It would be called 75th. We'll punch an anniversary and avoid any needless complication. 2008. Now we might find out that that guy was not correct too. Issues work up with comics instead of figures. Get rid of the year and put figure. There we go, 680. That's much more like it. So, with cape, we're looking at 19. That was a 21. In the box, that's 80th anniversary now. Guess we gotta do this every 5 years. So generally, if you just list these for like $8, you'll get them. And I'm probably gonna end up doing that with the Batman too, but just trying to see if this was something people were really looking for. 82. We got like the older style figures still in the box. Not seeing this guy. He's a good figure. Huh. Interesting. So yeah, and my baseline on these is $8. So that's what we're gonna do. That and Batman. I'm not gonna even look up Batman because I can tell he's a cheap Batman. That's okay. So not a bad profit. It would have been better if I had some more stuff. I guess I only missed out on the cards and Clue, honestly, and that was only another $3. So I'll take it. Some decent listings. Now with Easter coming, this might actually go. That'd be kind of a cool, as an idea, that'd be a cool Easter egg hunt if you pulled the Mashems apart and put them out there and they had to find pieces. Be kind of a lot of work, and if they missed one, that'd be tragic, but be something kind of fun to do. But we'll see. Alright, so if you like reseller content, toy content, like, subscribe, comment below. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.